the champions. They have won the Under-23 Africa Cup of Nations.
Head to ball, McQueen takes it! Oh! How about that? Chance now, a rare opportunity, and they've got to goal!
That's a good return ball. Is this it? Yes, it is! Egypt have broken the deadlock with just 5 minutes left. Egypt are the kings of Africa.
مرحبا بكم سيداتي سادتي بمدينة الرباط عاصمة المملكة المغربية لأجل نقل مراسم قرعة الدورة الرابعة من كأس إفريقيا لأقل من 23 سنة. مناسبة لا تتكرر كثيرا بالنسبة للاعبي كرة القدم الذين يحلمون بالتألق، خصوصا وأن هذه المنافسة مؤهلة للألعاب الأولمبية باريس 2024. Today, in the presence of legends who have lifted this trophy, like the great Patrick Mboma, who played a key role in taking Cameroon to their historic victory at the Olympics, we will discover the fate of the 8 nations that have qualified for this competition. A special welcome as well to Aziz Boudrebala, a legend here in Morocco. At least 3 of the 8 nations are making their first ever appearance at this event, with previous winners, Gabon, who won this event in 2011, making a return after missing out in 2015 and 2019. Egypt, who have not missed one event since, are back in the mix. President of CAF, Patrice Motsepe, President of Royal Morocco Football Federation, Fawzi Lakja, Vice Presidents and Football Family, مرحبا بكم في المغرب. We are live on all CAF platforms, CAF TV on YouTube, CAFonline.com, and Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, who are our partners. Join the global conversation using hashtag TotalEnergies AFCON Under-23. In a few minutes, we will deal with the future. But to appreciate the future, we must remind ourselves the past. The last edition of the AFCON Under-23 was held in Egypt. It is here where the host went on a thrilling epic run that saw them lift the trophy against Côte d'Ivoire. That was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause, please. Now, please allow me to welcome on stage a man who has walked a similar journey and inspired Cameroon to glory in the Under-23 category in the Olympics. A legend of the indomitable Lions of Cameroon. He represented his country 57 times. in the Olympics in 2000. This man scored 4 goals in 6 appearances. Please welcome Patrick Mboma. Patrick Mboma, vous êtes une légende du football africain. Le football camerounais est légendaire. Nous nous rappelons tous les Eto'o, les Kameni et les Mila. Et on vous remercie énormément d'être parmi nous, d'avoir accepté notre invitation.
C'est un réel plaisir, bien entendu.
Merci beaucoup, Patrick. Je reviendrai vers vous pour poser mes questions. Mais avant cela, ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome a man who represented Morocco 57 times, like Patrick Mboma, legend of current African club champions, Aziz Boudrebala. باتريك عزيز بودربالة سي عزيز مرحبا بك.
الله يبارك فيك.
شكرا لتلبية الدعوة ديالنا.
العفو.
غتكون منافسة قوية إن شاء الله هنا في المغرب.
هذا ما فيش.
وانتم كتشرفونا لأجل سحب القرعة. Patrick Mboma, je poserai la première question concernant votre brillantissime parcours lors des Jeux Olympiques de 2000 à Sydney. Vous avez remporté la médaille d'or. Vous étiez la deuxième équipe africaine de l'histoire à l'avoir réalisé. Après un parcours épique aussi du Nigeria en 96, ça vous a permis quand même de bâtir une histoire, d'avoir une génération. C'était les lions indomptables. Personne n'arrivait à battre le Cameroun. Donc, comment vous avez vécu cette épopée et cette période exceptionnelle?
Epical moment and historical phase. So we started back in 20 in Cannes. We followed with the Olympic Games. And we have managed with this victory to give trust to young players like Eto'o, Karini, who have managed to have a good career thanks to this pathway. So we all know that this African Cup under 23 is a bridge to senior competitions. I know that there are many players who actually play in senior games. This is a bridge. National team is a big responsibility for us all. And this is a very important drill, tough. But you think about the training of those teams that will participate. What do you think about these teams here? It's tough because we've had some time and we have seen the favorites. I can say Mali, Morocco may be the host country also. The host country can also be that one. Thank you, Patrick, and thank you for being with us. Aziz Boudrebala, with that team is the first African team ever in history that gets to the semifinals of Champions League 5 times in a row. This is unprecedented for a Moroccan team. This along with a number of events where Moroccan clubs actually starred. How do you see Wydad work at this stage? Wydad undoubtedly is a lead team. I've always been proud of my belonging to this club because Wydad is actually an ancient team and with world renown. And over the last 7 years, Wydad has been making great achievements. Very significant indeed. As you said today, this is the first African team that has actually made it 5 times to the semifinals of Champions League. And we know that Wydad has always been one of the Moroccan teams supporting the Moroccan national team with top-notch players, as we have seen in the last World Cup in Qatar. We had 5 players actually, if we add, who have had their career in Wydad: Yassir Bounou, Dari, Gibran, and Atiyatullah, and Tegnauti. And as this is the only team representing the African competition. We hope they can get it this fourth time. Hopefully, yes. We see that there's great development of national football, especially in clubs. Moroccan teams have made it in Super Cup. Now, with the results of Wydad, how do you see now that the national team made it to semi-finals of the world? How do you see these young people? How are they going to get engaged in this competition, especially in Morocco? And I can tell you that you were the pioneers in the back in 1986. You are taking me back to memories. How do you see these kids? Are they hopeful? Can they hopefully get that? Well, definitely. U23, their first dream is actually to make it and to have this national flag from Morocco for seniors, and their major hope ever is actually to make it and to get to the highest possible level. As Patrick said, this competition bestows upon these players a lot of enthusiasm, because when people are enthusiastic, are happy, their performance is high. And undoubtedly, these players will definitely be very enthusiastic, excited, and will perform high. Thank you so much, Aziz, and congratulations to all you have made. Thank you very much, Patrick Mboma. I've always been a fan of you, just like a fan of Azboudraoui. You've given so much to African football. Thank you. Now, donc on passe à la deuxième phase, et tout le monde a attendu cela, le tirage. Alors, s'il vous plaît, on applaudit la personne qui va agir ici, le directeur de la compétition, Samson Adamo. Comment allez-vous, ça va? Est-ce que tout va bien? Oui, très bien, fantastique. Alors, nous avons hâte de savoir qui c'est qui va jouer contre qui. Certainement, ça va être une compétition un peu dure. Alors, à vous la parole. Merci beaucoup. Alors, mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir. Bonsoir à ce tirage officiel au titre de
African Cup of Nations, like they say here in Morocco, Mahaba. And to our legends, it's a big pleasure for me to be amongst you. Aziz, c'est un grand plaisir pour moi d'être parmi vous, de faire le tirage au sort aujourd'hui. Patrick, 23 years ago when you played in the Olympics in Sydney, I could not help but notice that the free kick you scored against Brazil in the quarterfinals, the goal was so fantastic that even the opponents, Brazil, were clapping for you in that goal. Couldn't help but see it. It's great then, and it's still great today. So it's a pleasure for me to be amongst you. Now, after 12 years, we're happy to be back here in Morocco for the competition, which has a great list of alumni, the likes of Mohamed Salah, Mohamed El Neni, Victor Osimhen, Yves Boussouma, and also Aziz Barada. Many others have come out. And again, we use this opportunity to congratulate Victor Osimhen of Nigeria, who helped Napoli just yesterday to win the first title after 33 years. Now, over 30 member associations formally engaged in the qualifier process. After 3 rounds, 7 teams emerged to join the host Morocco for the final tournament, which will be taking place from the 24th of June to the 8th of July. 60 matches were being played. An amazing 133 goals were scored, making it an average of 2.2 goals per match. Out of the 8 teams, Egypt, Ghana, and Mali are the only teams from the previous edition in Egypt in 2019. We have Congo, Guinea, and Niger, who are qualified for the very first time, and we have Gabon, who were the winners of the maiden edition right here in Morocco, seems many years ago, just in 2011. Now, for this competition, the top 3 teams will qualify automatically to the Olympic Games in Paris in 2024, while the 4th team will be playing against a playoff match against an Asian team. Now, before explaining the draw procedures, let us have a look one last time at the 8 teams that will be picked this evening.
And before picking the first team, would wish all the 8 teams all the best of luck. And now, without wasting any further time, I would explain the draw procedures, which Aziz Budabala and Patrick Umbama will be assisting us with. The draw procedure is very simple, and according to the rules of the regulations of the competition, our host, Morocco, will be in Group A in position A1, and the defending champions, Egypt, will be in Group B automatically in position B1. And then in Pot 1, Level 1, the 2 teams who participated in the last edition, who are joining us for this edition, Ghana and Mali, ranked in Level 1, will be in Pot 1. And then in Pot 2, we have the 4 remaining teams, which we have 3 debutants and our winner for the first edition, Gabon. And now for the draw procedure, the first teams will be picked from Pot 1. The first team picked will be joining Morocco in Group A in position A2, and then the second team picked from Pot 1 will be joining Egypt in Group B in position B1. And then we'll move to the pot in front of Patrick, where we'll be picking the teams in Pot 2. The first team picked will be going automatically to Group A in position A3, and the next one in Group B in position B3, and then we'll finish with the last 2 teams, which will be completing our draw in Group A in position A4 and Group B in position B4. And now, to start the draw, Aziz, je vais te demander de nous faire le plaisir.
Très bien.
Pour voir l'équipe qui va joindre le Maroc en groupe A.
Ghana.
Ghana, of course. Ghana will be joining Morocco in Group A. Ghana, of course, are the first team to win Olympic medal, bronze medal in Barcelona in 1992. They'll be joining Morocco in Group A in position A2. Our wonderful hosts, Morocco, who are participating for the second time after the maiden edition in 2011. Morocco have 7 Olympic participation to their names. And now, please, Aziz, on va confirmer que c'est Mali.
Mali.
Mali, c'est bien Mali. Mali va joindre l'Égypte, Group B, in position B2. Mali did not qualify out of the group stage in the last 2 appearances. They'll be joining Egypt, the title holders of the competition and the host of the 2019 edition, in Group B in position B2. Merci Aziz. Maintenant, on passe à Mr. Magic, comme on l'appelle, Patrick Mboma. Troisième équipe qui va joindre le Maroc, Groupe A.
Nous avons le Congo.
Congo, one of the 3 debutants. Congo qualified. They booked their spot into this final tournament after edging out South Africa in the qualifying phase, so they're not here to joke. They will be in Group A, joining Morocco, Ghana in position A3. And then, Patrick.
Le Gabon.
The Gabon, the winners of the maiden edition of the competition right here in Morocco, where they won in 2011. They haven't participated since then. They will be joining Egypt and Mali in Group B in position B3. Patrick? Yes, please.
La Guinée.
Like Guinea, one of the 3 debutants. Guinea also qualified by edging out Nigeria in the qualifiers. They will be completing Group A, joining Morocco, Ghana, and Congo in Group A in position A4. And now, last but not the least,
Bien entendu. Le Niger.
Niger, confirmed, one of the debutants also representing the Wafu zone Niger are one of the surprise packages in this competition. We'll be looking forward to see how they perform in Group B in position B4, joining Egypt, Mali, and Gabon. And this completes our team that have been picked this evening. Je vais juste demander, commencer par Aziz pour voir le groupe A. Premier match pour la compétition le 24 juin, c'est Maroc-Guinée. Et Guinée, bien entendu, ils ont battu Grand Nigeria, qui ont beaucoup d'expérience dans ces compétitions. Quel est son pronostic pour les équipes qui peuvent sortir de cette groupe?
Oui, je constate déjà que dans ce groupe A, que toutes les équipes, il n'y en a aucune qui a remporté ce titre. Le Maroc a été vice-champion il y a quelques années et je pense que ça va être quand même un groupe assez difficile et avec des équipes très motivées, avec des joueurs qui ont certainement leur rêve, c'est bien sûr de faire une grande compétition. Et nous savons très très bien que cette édition de la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations en moins de 23 ans a vraiment une valeur considérable. Je pense que ça va, on assistera vraiment à de très très belles rencontres.
Je suis bien d'accord et c'est sûr que les équipes qui sortent de cette groupe, c'est-à-dire qu'ils vont bien représenter l'Afrique pendant les Jeux Olympiques parce que le Maroc, ils ont 7 participations en Jeux Olympiques. Il y a Ghana aussi, qui ont la première équipe à rapporter une médaille en Jeux Olympiques. Et il y a le Congo qui a battu l'Afrique du Sud. Il y a Guinée aussi qui a battu le Nigeria, c'est-à-dire que sont vraiment des équipes qui ont beaucoup d'expérience. Patrick, just to you, going to Group B, just looking at the groups, you have very experienced teams. You have Egypt, Mali, Gabon, and Niger. The first matches that will be played is Egypt and Niger. It's been 4 years since the last time that the competition was played, and it's a very important age category. So some new teams have evolved, and obviously they have a lot of experience on some old teams. So what is your prediction for this group?
My prediction, I remain in what I said before. Mali, I see Mali a good contender. Of course, Egypt is, let's say, experience, even if we know that we renew players in that competition. And then it will be a fight for all four teams. So I wish good luck to all of them.
Thank you very much. And also from my side, we wish the teams all the best of luck. And Group A will be playing here in Rabat. Group B will be playing in Tangier. And from my side, really can wish all the teams all the best of luck. Whatever the result is, whoever is the champion of this competition, and whoever is going to be representing Africa in the Olympic Games, we wish them all the best, and we'll be here to cheer on and to support them come here in June. Thank you very much, everyone, and have a good evening.